as a choral conductor who specialized in what we here in Scandinavia like to call rhythmic music or pop jazz music. The most requested workshop topic that I get asked about is rhythms and groove. My name is Ida Olsonen, and I'm here to help you improve on the music you make with your vocal group or your choir. Today's topic is how to make a cappella groove. There was so much to say about the topic that I decided to divide it into 2 videos. This is part 1. At the heart of pop, rock, jazz, blues, funk, R&B, country, rap, etc., we have a continuous, even pulse. Maintaining that pulse, relating to it, and really feeling it is what groove is about. Let's break it down with a real piece of music. Now, you could choose anything on your repertoire to do this with me. I've chosen a song called Something Bout to Begin, written by yours truly. The questions that we want to answer while looking at this material are: 1. What's the meter? 2. What are the subdivisions? Are they straight or swung? And 3. Are there any accents or grouping of the subdivisions that we need to be aware of? Let's go to the material.
Open your eyes, do you see what's different? You notice something? Sharpen your ear, asking me to check on the direction where I'm heading and what's going on. Is it what I truly want? I can feel it within me, something about to begin. I can feel it within me, I can feel it. Changing tides, moving sweet.
To listen to the entire track performed live by the amazing Chorus Iucundus from Turku, check out the link that I put in the description box below. So to the questions, the groove checklist. The meter says 4/4 in the beginning of the sheets, and it definitely continues in 4/4 throughout the entire piece. The subdivisions could be debated. I'd prefer to think mostly or primarily of the 16ths when we start the song.
Open your eyes, do you see what's different?
But when we come to the C part, I would definitely prefer to think of the 8th notes.
Changing tides,
rather than the 16ths. Feel free to think differently and comment down below if so. The subdivisions are definitely straight. Swung 16ths would sound like this. Ding, 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 ding. And swung 8ths would sound like this.
changing tides.
Totally different pieces, right? Regarding the feel of the subdivisions, that's done by accents or groupings of the subs, there are, I think, 2 major things happening. In the A part and in the chorus, we have a grouping of 3, 3, and 2 8th notes. You can hear it in the body percussion and also in the ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding-a-ding-a-ding, ding. Now over-exaggerated a little bit. In the bridges and the C part, the feel is more of an even, quite neutral 4/4 with a slight emphasis on the 4 beats of the bar. So, how do we use this knowledge in the rehearsal? By exploring the groove with audible and tangible subdivisions. For the spoken subdivisions, try your consonants and what you could do with them. Shik-dum, 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 ga, gong, gong, ga. ging ging gang ging ging gong. In terms of body percussion and subdivisions, we have a written pattern in the sheet to try out. But any kind of tangible body percussion is equally good. Play with it, have fun with it, and don't be too afraid to just screw up a little and do something that perhaps isn't at all what you were after. That could be a very useful lesson too, to get very excited about the body percussion and stuff, and then realize that, I went a bit too far. This now sounds like another groove than what I was actually after. When rehearsing, I keep combining layers of these subdivisions with the sung material in different combinations to ensure that everyone are really internalizing the rhythm and really feeling it rather than just doing their figures. If you aren't used to this kind of work, maintaining that pulse and actually keeping it going could feel like a lot of hard work, and that's totally fine. A cappella music is a lot of hard work. Our goal is to make this pulse, this feeling of this constant running, to make it second nature for us, that we'd actually feel it inside of us while we're doing the music. Now I need to put out a small disclaimer specifically about the body percussion that I just praised. While doing and feeling the rhythm physically and audibly is a super, super good tool, and I love to use it while getting familiar with the music, the balance between feeling the rhythm and steering the rhythm can be a very subtle one. You want to be together with the group in the groove rather than just driving your own race. I'm sure you've heard sometimes a choral conductor say, "Stop stomping on the ground while singing," or ask you not to snap with the music. And I've totally done that too, more than once. That would happen at an occasion where I feel that the body percussion is distracting from the pulse that we're actually trying to create together, or when we're intentionally trying to internalize the rhythm and communicate via the song rather than putting like a physical outlet on it. So always when doing these things, be very careful of being together with the music, with the shared pulse, and always be aware of what is being rehearsed. Let's apply all of this to some music. In the song that I've used as an example, the bridge is probably the most challenging part rhythmically. The combination of the altos and tenors having the dotted eighth note melody with the soprano bass accompaniment could be problematic. Let's establish the subdivisions first. As I don't have a choir in the room, I'm using my looper instead. Instead of going directly with the words, I'd use something familiar and very non-brainer-like to get you going. Like, how do you do? Or in Finnish, terve terve, moikka. Let's check it out. How do, say it to me. How do, great job. How do, say it once more. Great job. How do. And then, how do you do? 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 We've established the rhythm. Oh, I forgot the last eighth note. There we have it. Then I'll just change to the actual lyrics. Hammering to get your attention, asking, and so on. Now, this was a very fast, condensed version of what I would do when teaching this. If it feels at all difficult, just put down the tempo, have a good rehearsal tempo. Terve, 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 moikka. Terve, 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 moikka. And take your time. What's essential here is that we maintain the feel of the 4 beneath the rhythm, so we don't start to think of the as something isolated, rather than something that's all the time relating to the basic pulse. Next week we'll be continuing with more on groove and rhythm, and yeah, see you then. Parallel to this video series, I am releasing 4 songs that I've written with choirs and vocal groups in mind. For 4 weeks, I'll be releasing 1 tutorial video and 1 song with sheet music every week. At this point, I'd like to say a huge thank to Chorus Iucundus and Timo Lehtovaara for collaborating with me on the song of the week, Something Bout to Begin. Go and check it out on their channel. For details about the music and how to get your own copy for free, check out the link in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any comments, questions, or challenges that you'd like to point out to me for future content, please let me know. Bye!